What is going on, everybody? With the release of Metroid Fusion on the Nintendo Switch Online GBA Virtual Console, I finally had a chance to sit down and play the game. It's a great game. I know, what a hot take about a game that came out in 2002. It's probably one of the coldest takes I've ever had in my entire life. I'm so glad I got to enjoy this because I've heard nothing but good things about it. It's been a great year. In fact, it's been a great couple of years for the Metroid series, with us having Metroid 1 and 2, Super Metroid, and of course Metroid Dread and Metroid Prime Remastered, all fantastic games in their own right. But for this video, I'm going to do kind of a review, and I wanted to share some of my experience with you and some things that I enjoyed about playing Metroid Fusion on the Switch. Let's get into it. It's interesting playing this game after playing Dread because a lot of what I liked about Dread is present in Fusion. Makes perfect sense seeing how Dread is the direct sequel. It is fun to see the foundation that Fusion laid out for Dread. The most notable aspect for me was the quote-unquote Dread feeling anytime I had an encounter with the SAX. For those that are unfamiliar with the SAX, it's essentially you, or in this case Samus, with all in-game abilities. The AI computer companion Adam tells you repeatedly that you are not strong enough to face her yet, and it is very apparent anytime you have an encounter with her. I died a lot when running away, and it makes it all the more satisfying when you have the strength to finally take her down. That leads me into talking about the narrative. It's pretty straightforward, very linear. There is a threat, Adam briefs you on how to deal with the threat through missions and commands, and that's about it. I like the simplicity of it, and its narrative approach creates a sense of urgency and the importance of your actions. No side quests other than your own personal need for exploration. And there is a lot to explore, and as I've been learning with all of these games, which I've played about 3 of them so far, all walls and floors are lies. So just use your bombs in any way, shape, or form that you can when playing this game. The music is amazing in this game. This game's soundtrack is atmospheric and haunting, with tracks that perfectly capture the game's sense of isolation and tension. There were moments when the music cut out, which added that sense of dread I mentioned earlier. One of my favorite sounds is when Samus enters the data room for an upgrade. It is one of the most iconic sounds in Metroid. If you know, you know, but if you don't know, just take a listen to see how satisfying this is. The visuals hold up really well, especially since this game is 21 years old. That's crazy, 21 years old, you can buy a drink. And the game has also been optimized for the Switch's screen, making it much easier to see details and navigate the environment. Another benefit of playing it on the Switch is the ability to play the game on a TV screen, so you can play it in full screen now, no need for handheld mode. But I played this mostly handheld, but when docked, it definitely added to more of the immersive experience. Gameplay felt very tight and responsive, just as it did on the original console. All the things you know and love about the series is here, but there is one huge feature this version of the game offers. As with every game on the virtual consoles, you have the ability to suspend gameplay at any point, which means you can create a save point anywhere in the game. No need for save rooms. The world is your save room. The world is your oyster to save and to load in whenever you feel like it. You also have the ability to rewind to a previous point. I died a lot, like I said, especially the bosses, and this improved my experience dramatically. Is it game breaking and not the way that it quote unquote should be played? A little bit, but I still have fun. I mean, I'm not playing this for anybody. I'm playing this for me. I'm playing this to enjoy it. I'm not playing it for streaming. I'm not playing it for points. I'm not trying to win some speed running competition, but I still had fun, and I did try to stay true to the original series and how it should have been played originally. But you better believe when I died to a boss multiple times, I just hit that rewind button to the last moment in the fight and avoided the blast, or rewinded it to the fight where it was initially. Sorry to all the purists out there. Overall, this was a fun game to play, and I'm glad Nintendo brought this classic to a new breed of fans just like me. I've been thoroughly enjoying my journey in the Metroid series, and it makes me wish I started earlier. Fusion will actually sit as the second best game that I've ever played from the Metroid series, right behind Metroid Dread, but above Super Metroid. For now, these are the only games in the series that I've played, and I'm looking forward to more. Looking at you, Metroid Prime Remastered. But Where does Fusion sit for you? Does it make your top 5 or does it sit at the bottom of the barrel? Let me know your thoughts in the comments and let me know what you thought about this video. This is a little bit of a shorter video. It's one of the first scripted videos I ever did. Make sure to try to cut out all the ums and the ahs and all that. But I'm enjoying this content, enjoying making this content for you. Thank you for enjoying and listening to my voice. Thank you for doing all the things that you do. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. My name is Chike, and I will see you next time. Bye.